Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to End of Nations, an MMO RTS made by Petroglyph Studios. For those not familiar with the company, they are the spiritual successors of Westwood Studios, who brought us such big RTS titles as Command & Conquer and Dune and something Universe at War, World at War. Oh, and Star Wars Empire at War, yeah. Yes, I would very much like to enter the intro. We are Beta Weekend 4 and we basically, yeah, the non-disclosure act for this beta has been lifted. So what's End of Nations about? Well, basically the future, the world's economy collapsed, some military organization called the League of Nations takes over, everything goes fine until people start...
Welcome to the Proving Grounds, Commander. Here you will learn how to use your command interface. First, let's take a look around. To move your camera view, use the arrow keys on your keyboard, or move your cursor to the edge of... Good work, Commander. You can also zoom your camera view in and out with your mouse. Looks like you have the hang of it. Move your camera back to the initial drop zone so we can continue.
Yes.
Now let's learn how to give orders. We've deployed a few vehicles at your drop zone. Position your cursor over a vehicle, then left...
I already know this stuff, but I would like to keep...
Awaiting your orders.
So basically what I was doing thought. So
Yes, Commander.
The League of Nations takes over. Everybody's happy because
Titan on the move.
there's food, etc. But then the League starts basically becoming evil and people start to wonder why? Why did we go?
Titan heading out.
Indicated destination. Do they mean here, this landing zone, or do they mean this one? Clearly nothing happened. Bit annoying you don't have a minimap. I thought I saw a minimap. Oh, come on! Yeah, I already know that. No, I do not want to give feedback, I actually want to know where I need to go. Oh. Is this it? Is this the indicated zone? No idea, that's a helicopter pad.
Outstanding, Commander.
Oh, yes it is.
You can also select multiple vehicles simultaneously. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the cursor diagonally across the units you wish to select. When all vehicles are highlighted, release the mouse button to select them. Well done. Let's move on. Here is your company tray, which allows you to control all your vehicles and infantry directly. For simplicity, we'll call all of these units from now on. These are the units you currently have in your company. Left-click a unit icon to select it. You can select units this way whether they are in or out of view. If you want to see a unit which is out of camera view, right-click the unit icon. Try this now. Left-click a unit icon.
Heavy armor, ready to roll.
Good. You can also select all your units simultaneously by clicking the Select All button. It comes in handy when you want to issue the same order to all your units at once.
Watching your back.
Okay.
You'll notice that there are other unit icons in the company tray which are not on the battlefield. These are reinforcements which can be delivered if you have available resources.
Okay.
For this exercise, you've been given enough resources to field several more units. Click on each of the red unit icons in your company tray to deploy them at the drop zone.
Okay, I'm guessing they're getting deployed. Yeah.
Good, the gang's all here. For the next exercise, select all of your units and move to the next location. Use the provided arrow to find the destination. Remember that you can use the Select All button to select all your units simultaneously, no matter where they are on the battlefield. Excellent, Commander. Here is your radar, which provides a view of the entire battlefield. Note the drop zone you started at to the southwest. Your units appear as green pips on the radar display. Using the radar, you can direct units anywhere on the battlefield without moving your camera. Select all your units and right-click the highlighted destination in the radar. It is also possible to move your camera view using the radar. Left-click anywhere on the radar to move your camera view. You can also zoom the radar in and out using the radar zoom controls.
Okay.
You can view a larger version of the radar by left-clicking the expand button. Try this now. All the same commands can be issued. You're doing great, Commander. Next, let's learn about control points. There are several varieties, and all of them are essential for victory. To capture a control point, move your units within range. When the icon changes to green, it means it's under your control. There's a resource point nearby, highlighted on your radar. Move your units within range to that control point to capture it. That's it. You've reached the control point. Notice the control point icon shows you are in the process of capturing this valuable resource. Note that more units will capture the control point faster. Let's capture a landing zone. Landing zones allow you to deploy units closer to the front lines and are essential for an army on the move. Take over the highlighted landing zone. Remember to use all your units to capture it as quickly as possible.
So I'm guessing we're going to end this tutorial with losing...
You've captured a new landing zone, Commander. This will allow you to bring reinforcements to this location. Since there is more than one landing zone available, you need to choose which one to deploy at. Position your cursor over the Let's bring in some additional reinforcements at your new landing zone. You should have enough resources available to deploy several infantry units. Infantry can capture all types of control points quickly, and can move through terrain inaccessible by larger vehicles.
Well, he's talking about that. Let's move our tanks. There. Come on.
Unit inbound.
You're definitely getting the hang of this, Commander. There are many types of units you'll have access to, though they comprise the best fighting force. As you continue your career, you'll learn what the best... For example, this tank is good versus heavy and light vehicles, has normal damage versus infantry and buildings, but it cannot attack aircraft at all. This infantry unit is good versus... There is more information available for both friendly and enemy units, which you can explore between battles. Take the time to familiarize yourself with your units, as well as the enemies. In addition to control points, you will find other elements on the battlefield which help you gain the upper hand. Factories are a good example of this. They provide benefits like support units, defensive weaponry, and additional firepower. Move your units to the highlighted factory.
Acknowledged! Covering all approaches!
Yeah. Already captured.
Landing zone selected.
Jawohl, Commander.
Capture it.
Yes, Commander.
Chain gunner moving out. Covering your 6.
So, betting on what's
Is
just
battle upon us?
happening, I think we kind of broke the tutorial. Kind of ended the mission before, kind of completed an objective before it was called. So let's see what this last point is. And let's see some
Ready to take it to our enemies.
Okay, so it's not capturing. Okay, so we upgrade the factory. How the hell do you upgrade the factory? Upgrade 1500, so I've captured it, but how do you upgrade it? I really should pay more attention. Well, it's rarely that we'll have objectives. Mostly it's going to be battle after battle after battle.
The hunt begins. Following your lead.
I choose the Liberation Front spot, and they're not fast, but they are strong. And they have tanks. Okay.
See all those turrets? Upgrading a factory can make a big difference in defending the battlefield. Okay, Commander, it's time to get some combat practice. Move your units to the next highlighted landing zone, and we'll tackle a few unmanned targets.
Okay, so let's move. So these now protect this area. And there is yep. The maps, as far as can tell, if I remember correctly, can support up to 64 players, which is quite a lot.
Landing zone captured.
Okay, so
Landing zone selected.
During battle, you'll need to move units forward while keeping an eye on your supporting landing zone. Tactical structures can help keep a landing zone safe from your enemy capture. Structures are deployed and... Nicely done. The number of tactical structures you can field is limited, so you'll need to choose carefully. If you need to move a place tactical structure, you can delete it and place it elsewhere. Doing so will cost time and resources. Okay, on to the target practice. Here is the first series of targets now. Notice they appear red on your radar, indicating they are enemy units. Move your units within range and destroy these targets. To do this, select your units, position the cursor over an enemy target, and right-click. Use your special unit ability X to take out this next series of targets. Some special abilities are limited to a short burst of fire before they need to recharge. Others may need to be targeted directly on an enemy unit or location with a left click.
Sir! We're gonna keep fighting! It's not clear! Ready to mow them down.
Good job, Commander. Next, we have a number of unmanned aircraft to eliminate. Move to engage the aircraft indicated on your radar.
Titan here.
so
Go ahead, Herr Commander. I
that's
read
handy.
you.
As you can see, your tanks are unable to fire at aircraft. Your infantry can
Unbelievable.
engage them, but they are not very effective versus aircraft. At some point, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you've brought a knife to a gunfight. Commander, in a situation like this, you're better off bringing in an alternate company of units. Bravo Company is now available to you, which contains a few anti-air... Bravo Company has been deployed. Note the units are highly effective at taking out aircraft. Go ahead and engage the enemy again. Feel free to practice using the special anti-air unit abilities.
Vulture reporting.
Hey.
Checking in.
Okay, so that's the special ability.
Vulture confirming yet another kill.
I would be impressed if it was actually worthy of the name. Which is an...
Enemy's padlocked.
Ooh! Let's withdraw a bit. Ooh, that's not good, that's not good. Let's, yes!
To a barrel roll. Ready. I have a bone to pick.
Okay, so I lured the aircraft into my turrets. Okay, back. Come on.
Vulture, ready.
Follow my helicopters and die. Oh wait, I can actually do
What
this.
do you mean helicopters can't do that?
Very well done. Successful leaders use all the tools. We're getting close to the end of your training, Commander. Let's learn about another type of control point which is capable of providing additional firepower. Move to the highlighted control point.
Vulture, air reconnaissance here.
Yes, and now we move to this one.
This type of control point is called a command point.
This
It
tutorial
provides
is
access
way
to a
better
weapon
than
of
the last
immense
one.
power.
A bit
Moving your units into
longer
range has
as
already
well.
begun the transfer of ownership.
Control point captured.
Go ahead and grab one of the weapons by right-clicking on the deployed containers nearby. These are often referred to as superweapons due to their destructive capability. You now have access to a tactical nuclear superweapon and the resources to use it, Commander. The control for this weapon has been highlighted. Destroy the nearby enemies with the superweapon. Left-click the icon, then left-click the desired area to launch.
Oh yeah. I basically have to see the area.
Point me at the enemy. Vulture heading out.
Vulture.
That's megatons of raw destructive power. Using a superweapon requires resources, and each one acquired can only be fired once. To use it again, collect another of the deployed containers. It's time for your final lesson, Commander. We're going to take on a number of enemy units in a live fire exercise. These enemies will be deployed throughout the area. You'll need to use everything you've learned to survive. To assist in your final mission, I've asked for one of our heroes to help out. Say hello to Sidewinder.
This is Sidewinder.
You can add a hero to any company if you have the room to do so. You recruit heroes in the armory. Like other units, they have special unit abilities which can be used when the time is right. Targets are incoming, Commander. Defend this area and destroy all incoming enemy units. Remember to use your superweapon and any tactical structures you have available. If you lose one of your units, you can deploy reinforcements at your landing zone. Good luck.
Target eliminated.
Got him!
Hey, that's all.
Good start. Remember that your units have special abilities. Use them.
Yeah.
Moving into position.
Don't really need tutorial. Oh, that's a nice looking bridge. Is that metal or glass? It is some kind of glass.
Shredder confirming kill! Kill one!
Final wave. This is going to be the toughest battle yet.
We've got the upper ground. Come on.
What's on next, Top?
Stop here.
Threat neutralized. Unit destroyed.
Need support!
Comms clear, go ahead. Unit destroyed.
That's a kill!
Excellent work. That was a first-class example of leadership. I think you're ready for the war, Commander. That's enough for now. I can tell you're itching to get to the front lines.
Yes, I am.
Lock S-foils into attack position.
Okay.
I'm glad to have been your instructor, Commander. Be sure to mention me in your report. You're free to continue to experiment here. Press the escape key and select retreat to move on to the war room.
Okay, retreat. Yep. Bit stupid. Okay, so... Well...
Your training is over, Commander, and just in time. We desperately need you on the battlefield. Click on the location highlighted to deploy your company to the battlefield.
Okay, so I'll be taking a shower now and have this render, and then we'll do some more. Not sure if I'm recording it, but yeah. See you in a bit.